Hello and welcome to my 50th prediction video. Yes, this weekend is going to be better than the last one. Yes. Let's start with the first fight. It's Lee Selby versus Eduardo Ramirez in Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, Hackney, England. Lee Selby is still the IBF featherweight champion and one of the best fighters in that division, even though he hasn't yet fought Carl Frampton or Leo Santa Cruz, but I hope he will soon. This guy Ramirez, he's undefeated, and but he's got 20 victories, but only 7 by knockout. But his last fight, he fought to a draw against the lead one Bartholomew, who is a very promising Cuban prospect from a famous family, and so that would mean that he is a really good opponent for Selby. Uh, 24 years of age. Selby is 30 now, but he hasn't slowed down yet. Doesn't say how tall this guy Ramirez is, but Selby is very tall for a featherweight, that's for sure. He's almost 5'9". Yeah. Well, Selby, what can we say about this fight? I think this is his, one of his best tests, I guess, for a while, or in his career. He beat Jonathan Victor Barros in his last fight, but yeah, Barros was he was never more than just a good, solid contender. He did get a split decision over Celestino Caballero in his time, but anyway, he's kind of past his prime now. Ramirez, I think, will be his best, uh, perhaps, opponent since Yevgeny Gradovich, because Fernando Montiel is not really, he was already also past his prime and kind of old, 36, so he wasn't really he couldn't give him a really good fight to Selby, so I mean Montiel, Selby. I reckon Selby is fighting at home, more or less. He's from Wales, but he's also from the UK, and he's still the better fighter as far as we know. So this will go the distance, yes, most likely. Selby's last stoppage victory was in a non-title fight this year when he stopped Andoni Gago. And Gago is, I guess, a decent fighter, but not a world-class fighter for sure. So I think Selby wins, but it may be close. It may be a tough fight. I believe it will be. So Selby wins on points anyway. And then there is one more interesting fight, but it is in Las Vegas, and Francisco Vargas is coming back from after a defeat to Miguel Berchelt in January. He got knocked out in the 11th round, as you may know. Yeah, and now he's fighting Steven Smith, who is a decent, I mean more than decent fighter. He's actually one of the best British fighters at this weight, super featherweight. That he lost to Jason Sousa in last year, and also before that Jose Pedraza. Both were world title fights. Yeah, his best victories are, I guess, against Gary Buckland, uh, who back then was really, looked really promising, and Davis Bosquiero, who was had a pretty extensive record and successful. While Vargas, he's a really good fighter, of course. He stopped Takashi Miura, and when he won the WBC title, Will Tomlinson, Juan Manuel Lopez, of course, Abner Cotto, lost to Berchelt 12. It was a close fight for 10 rounds, and then he just got blasted, so you can't blame him. I think he is the favorite against Smith, also because this is in Las Vegas, and the fight is promoted by Fernando Beltran, former fighter, and Oscar De La Hoya. So Vargas is going to be get the preferential treatment, if anyone. Yeah, well, Smith, he's only been knocked out once, and that was against Lee Selby, actually, way back in 2008, no, 11, sorry. But that was at featherweight, so he has developed since then, he's gotten better, but I wouldn't say he's really world class, but, he's certainly European class, if not in, so it will be a good fight. I believe Vargas will still win. I don't know if he can stop Smith, maybe so, but I don't know if I would want to bet on it if I was betting. So I guess it will go the distance most likely. Or maybe he can get a stoppage in the late rounds. But anyway, I think I will say Vargas on points. Yeah, and then there is Fedor Chudinov is also fighting. He was stopped by George Groves, of course, in the fight for WBA super middleweight title in May. It was a good fight. Then he beat one guy, Barbadillo, and now he's fighting Ryan Ford in Russia, actually. Ryan Ford from Canada, undefeated, 14-0, but hasn't really fought anyone that good yet. This is actually this is kind of a surprise that he is fighting at super middleweight, because he has fought as a light heavyweight for